to be crazy tonight because we're going to meet for 5 minutes together, and then we're going to stop this. We're going to meet as a group for 15-20 minutes, and then we're going to end that, and we're going to meet separately again, and then we're going to come back as a group. It's going to be weird.
I am so glad I'm not the leader this week. So
oh my gosh.
Thanks for taking one for the team.
Well, I just hope that Josh and I can connect up when the time is right. Okay.
So, but don't we get to stay? I mean, we get to stay on and discuss while you're discussing with Josh, right?
No. I didn't
It said we're just supposed to hang out or wait. I remember thinking it was weird that we just wait.
Yeah, okay, so that's what Josh read, and then I read the other instructions that were for the group leaders, and it says to connect back and negotiate together. And I thought it would be really stupid for you guys to sit and wait. So why can't we all meet as a group, and Josh and I can discuss what we agreed upon, and you guys can be part of it. I think that's better. What do you think?
I mean, that's fine with me.
Okay, this whole thing is really weird. I'm sorry. I've tried to figure it out with Josh a couple of times, but that's what we finally agreed to do, is follow the instructions for 11.6 instructions, because I guess there was more than one set of instructions. All right, so the first thing we have to decide is based on, okay, there's two different, 1983. So the 1983 negotiations for Baxter, what do you want the rate of pay to be? What do you want to ask for the rate of pay?
So here's the thing. Did we lose our bonus, or do we still get our bonus?
In 1983?
Because I didn't see the bonus mentioned in 1983. So if we lost our bonus, then I think we need to increase our base pay.
It says in 1983, the group incentive system was eliminated.
Okay, so then, yeah, we need a raise.
So I proposed $11.22 an hour, which is only a 5% raise. So that's really not much at all. That's barely higher than cost of living. And considering the plant has, I mean, the industry is kind of tanking, but every part that I saw, it said the plant was continuing to be profitable, and it was because of its loyal employees. So
okay.
that was my proposed, was 11.22, which is just 5%.
Okay. Loyal
Okay, and then I
okay.
So I kind of kept it being fairly the same, maybe a little bit of increase. I didn't come up with the exact, because I'm so worried that they're going to look at the other companies and they're going to go, you guys are making this much and the other companies are only making 9. So I thought, okay, let's just stay where we're at and see if they'll still keep some of our other programs.
You want to stay at 1069, or you want to go down to 9?
But if we stay at 1069, then we at least have to get bonuses back, or the performance incentives, whatever.
Jocelyn, right? Did you want to stay at 1069? Is that what you said?
Well, really, I thought of staying at 9 and then giving us our incentives.
Okay, so 9 and incentives.
Which might even out, but I'm not good at negotiating because I'll go with whatever everybody wants to do.
Okay. You remember, though, at this point, we had 2 types of workers. We had the old timers who were being paid out of an escrow account, and we had the new hires who were getting paid a lower rate. And they were never eligible for the escrow account, is what I understood. Does that sound right to you guys?
Yeah.
Okay. So they've already changed it quite a bit for the entire plant, which is hard to do. Okay, so Lanny, do you have an opinion?
Lonnie,
I'm sorry, Lonnie. I'm so
I do that all the time.
It's okay. I'm like, how many weeks have we been together, people?
I know. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I mean, wait. So are we back on the pay again? Sorry.
Yeah. How much do you want to pay? How much do you propose as the pay should be?
I like Sunny's idea of 5%, but then are we just saying 5% until the next time we negotiate the contract? Or are we saying 5% annually?
It just says, well, how much is, let's see, we're in the, okay, that's the other thing. It's 1983. We're not even supposed to be negotiating a contract until 1985. So they're doing this in the middle. If from what I read so many cases, I'm not sure if I've got this right, but what I understood was we're not even supposed to be in the middle of contract negotiations until 1985, and it's 1983, and they want to reduce the pay because everything's getting expensive and everybody else is reducing their pay as well. So that's where the company is coming from, and the union is coming from the standpoint of, no, you're still making a profit, the company is doing well, and sorry, but you know, your employees matter and you need to pay them, and you've already taken these things away, you know. And this Me Too clause they talked about, and I think I've gone ahead into the other one, but in the next one, the Me Too clause kind of goes against them.
Right.
So the decision right now is, do we allow them to change the rate of pay in the middle of the time frame of the contract, or not? And I mean, they want to make it less, and the union wants to negotiate for more.
So this is what I propose. I propose that we go in saying, you know, with this, absolutely not, we're not taking a lower pay, period, end of story. But knowing if they will not budge and will only say, fine, we'll keep you at 1069, then we'll go with that. But I think we should go in saying, no, 1122, we deserve a 5% raise, and go with that.
Okay.
And go with that. And then
Okay,
if they're,
so then-
if they're like, no, then we'll say, okay, fine, we agree to stay at 1069, but we're not going lower.
Okay, so that's good. So we need to know what our bottom is. So our bottom is going to be that we don't want to go any lower than what we're currently at, which is 1069 with no incentives. That's our bottom.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I propose.
Are you guys all in agreement on that?
That's fine with me.
Okay.
Yep.
1069.
I'm just afraid that if we go too high, if we start going high, it's not gonna work. So I'd rather have a job with what I'm getting at now.
And so Jocelyn, you would be willing to go lower, down to 9?
No, I would like to stay the same, but I'm just afraid if we go up high, then that's gonna be even worse for us. But
You know, you never know until you try, because those companies have a number in their mind too.
yeah,
How high they're willing to go.
I like Sunny's because stay where we're at, or no, do a little bit of an increase, and then if they say no, then go down to what we are, but not go lower. I decided not to go lower.
Well, I just did like a 50-cent raise per person. Okay, they have 2,000 employees full time. 50 cents per person is $20,000 times a 40-hour week. I mean, do you think they can afford that? Yes, right? I mean, and Sunny went all the way up to, was it 1069, 1122? It's a little more. 50 cents is about the same.
Right.
Okay.
So when you put it in that perspective, it kind of changes it a little bit, right? Makes it seem a little more doable. I mean, you have to kind of think, okay, well, how many employees do they have, and how much money is that actually to the company? So, we good?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so now we're supposed to meet together as a group. So let me see if Josh is ready.
Okay, so did you read the 1985 one?
Yes.
Were we supposed to read that before this meeting?
No.
No.
But it's okay. It's okay if you did.
I didn't. So
No, I didn't either. I was waiting.
So when are we supposed to read it?
Together as a group. After we meet this little part and we decide on what our base pay is, then we're supposed to read the 1985 part. Okay, so we're gonna go in asking for 1122, which is the 5%. And are we gonna be asking for our incentives back along with the 922? Or just the 1122, just the 1122?
Well, what incentives are we going to bring back? Because they're not going to bring back the bonus. And honestly, if I were in their position, I wouldn't give us a bonus either. But let me go back to my notes.
What was the group incentive? I think it was a bonus based on, it was a percentage based on
Profit.
profit. Uh-huh.
So this is what I would say. Go in and say that we want the 1122 because that's the most important thing to us. And then if they say no, absolutely not, say fine, 1069, but we keep our bonus.
Okay.
And kind of stay firm with that. And then if they're like, no, we're not doing that, then if they fine, we'll stay at 1069, but in a mature way.
Okay, so it says currently the workers are paid $10.69 an hour plus incentives for production over target, overtime for over 40 hours a week, and annual bonuses based on the company's profitability. So there's production bonuses and company's profitability. So we could go with one and say, well, if the company's profitable, we want a percentage.
Yeah, that's what I would say, because based upon how they're doing, if I was to choose one or the other, I would want based on the company's profitability.
Okay, yeah, because they are still making a profit. I don't know. Come on, Josh.
So weren't they in that 1983? Do you guys remember? Weren't they already starting to take some of their incentives away? I mean, they weren't getting it right.
Right.
I told my daughter we were doing this, and she says, "Oh, unions are bad. Unions are bad." And I'm like,
I tend to think they are, honestly, but that's just because my ex-husband works for the IRS, and because of the union, they just can get away with anything. It's ridiculously hard to fire people in the government where there's unions. And my dad's a supervisor in the government as well, and he said the same thing. It's like people have to commit murder to lose their jobs. I think it's bad for everyone when all is said and done.
And I grew up in a union household. Both of my parents were union. So
So totally different. And the company I work for is fantastic. I don't feel like I'm mistreated. I feel like it's a fair workplace. So maybe I would be saying something different if that wasn't the case. But yeah, my family's very much union negative.
I work for Albertsons, a grocery store, who is a union company. So I currently belong to a union. It's a pain in the butt.
yeah, my mom was in the grocery union too. She worked for Smith's or Kroger.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know where Josh is. Do you guys want to start reading the 1985 case?
Sure.
I don't know how to do this to make this interesting for everybody. Sit around and read it together. Okay, he says he's ready. So I wonder if I can invite them to this one.
If you send, yeah, I bet you could.
Let me try that.
Or we could go to theirs, right? Whatever.
Let me try. Click too many buttons, but let me try that. So we need Nick, Annie, help me remember, Josh, Amber,
Amanda.
Oh, Amanda, not Amber. Amanda.
And
think that's
Lisa. Did
Oh,
you
and
say
Lisa.
Lisa?
Lisa. Thank you.
But Amanda's not going to be there. Remember, she said she's not going to be here. So
That's right.
Oh. Okay. Okay. This is going to be a lot of wasted time, I think, tonight.
so could you and Josh do your own hangout? Would that work?
No, because I just want everybody to be part of it. The second part, is that what you mean?
I don't know. 2 different instructions. So I don't know what. Not very clear.
Because I don't want to, I just think it would be weird to sit and negotiate with just Josh. Right?
But you're the guy. You're the guy in charge. You're our person. That's
I know.
gonna go
So
to
you guys
bat for
can-
us.
But you guys are, I'm going to negotiate, but you guys are just going to watch.
Okay, so we're not supposed to say anything.
No.
Stay on mute. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, there's Josh.
Hello.
Hi. Okay, did you want to bring your group or not? Because I thought
Yeah,
they
no
could all
problem.
just, I thought they could all just watch while we do this.
Yeah, they're coming.
Okay,
So
this is going to be a technical night.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's gone smooth so far
Yeah.
for all 18 minutes.
we'll see how it goes.
Okay. Hi, Nick.
Hi,
You're in a different spot today.
it's because I'm in a different state today.
Oh, nice. Okay, Connie, and is Lisa coming?
Lisa and Amanda did not join us in our group, so we're going to go ahead and without them. So it's just me and
Okay.
Kenny today.
Okay, all right. So I told my group that you and I would negotiate and they could watch. Sound good, Josh?
Sounds great. We'll do that. I wasn't sure what my group was doing, so we'll do that.
Okay. Okay. So you are representing Baxter Corp, the corporation. I'm representing the union. So I don't know, does it matter who goes first in negotiating? Who puts the offer on the table first? Does it matter?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Well, representing the union and my union workers, 2,000 employees at Baxter Corporation, we are looking for a 5% raise, taking us up to $11.22 an hour. We would like the bonus to be implemented again based on corporate profits only.
I'm sorry, you cut out on that last part. Bonus based on what?
Corporate profits only.
Profits only.
Yeah, so before we had our incentive program was based off of production as well, production requirements, but we are willing to let that go and only accept on corporate profits.
Okay. Well, I think that 1122 is a little high for what the standard is at this point. Based on that Me Too contract that we had in our last agreement, the company, the average of the top companies is at 866 for the top 3 companies. Company average after that, when you bring in the top 5, it drops it all the way down to $8 an hour. So based on those company averages between that and the recession that we're in, you know, profits and paying at a rate of 1122 is just not feasible for the company, because we will be out of business and our workers will lose their jobs quite quickly at that clip. So we propose that our the livable wage comes down, and we're going to start that at $8.25.
Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry. 8:25. Okay, well, we are not meeting in the middle at all.
No, that's why we negotiate. Like the reasons why I bring that up too is just because with the company, we are seeing that as a national, like with all our competitors and everything, their averages are dropping. And with that Me Too clause, we can follow that right along as well. And your wages will drop by, I believe, unions had agreed to accept a 40% wage cut. So we could go that route with the Me Too clause that we have in there already. And that, I think, would be held up quite easily in courts. So.
Okay, 1069 minus 825 is you're giving us a $2.44 cut in pay. $2.44 an hour cut in pay.
Correct.
The problem is here with the Me Too clause that is in place. The Me Too clause was intended for raises. It was never intended to go backwards in decreasing pay. And the way that you're trying to use the Me Too clause is illegal.
Then why did the union put it in there in the first place if the Me Too clause is illegal?
I don't know, but the intention for the Me Too clause was to be used to base it off the standard of other companies' pay in case other companies increase their pay, that Baxter would also have to increase their pay. So the intention the first time when the Me Too clause was agreed upon was for that purpose and not for the purpose to go backwards with pay. So case says that it would be illegal to go backwards with the Me Too clause.
Yeah, but
I don't like this.
Nobody foresaw what was going on with the industry. Nobody saw that we were going to come into this recession that we have. All the other companies that we're seeing have decreased. And so because of that, with that Me Too clause, I mean, your wages are going to decrease. So.
However, you are basing your numbers off of companies that are losing profits, and Baxter Company is not losing profits because of their really outstanding employees. And it's not right for you to want to pay the employees less because they're the ones that are keeping this company profitable. What do you think will happen with the employees once they have been treated badly and are paid less? Do you think they'll want to work as hard for you and continue to make your company profitable?
Okay, so then what do you propose?
I propose 1122, and we are willing to go with the 5% raise without the bonus program.
Okay, your bonus program was eliminated. Your incentive program was eliminated already. So right now we're just talking about what the real wage is going to be here. So what we can do then, so that 825 isn't working, I can realize that. And we can come up from that just a little bit. We can go to 870 an hour is what we'll go for. And that can escalate over the next couple of years, but as far as a beginning wage, that's where it is. So.
Can I ask something just randomly? Isn't this, okay, if I understood the case right, and anybody can jump in, are we in the middle of negotiating in the middle of a contract term? Like, doesn't the term end in 1985?
Correct, you are. And the reason for that is because of the Me Too clause. I don't want to give away too much of what our information says, but that's why.
Okay, and that's what I understood too. Just wanted to make sure. Okay, so you're willing to come up to, how much did you say? Josh?
870.
870.
870.
And what are your raises then? Because you said that you would,
No
it
raises.
would just be the first year. Or did I catch that wrong?
No raises. Yeah.
So 870 until when?
For the length of the contract.
So 2 years.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, well, that's just not enough for the workers that have been making $10.69 an hour. So we're willing to come down to what our current wages are of $10.69. And we'll maintain those wages for the next 2 years.
I'm sorry, my stuff's cutting out. What was that?
I said we can't accept $8.70. It's not enough, but we'll come back down to the $10.69, which is our current wages.
Okay, yeah, no, we cannot do that. With our going rate, we are well above the national average. And because of that, we can invoke that Me Too clause to bring us down to the average. And that average will drop you to $8 an hour. So I feel like that 870 is very reasonable.
Okay, 870. Okay, so what do we do when we don't agree? At this point, I don't think it's supposed to be, we're going on strike at this point.
Jump in this.
Sure.
Okay. So you guys have a no strike clause, and the choice would be to take it to court to try to enforce the Me Too clause and see how it wins. Who wins, or the other choice is that you two have to negotiate something out. So you can say,
You're cutting out pretty bad, but what I think you said is that we could enforce the Me Too clause and take that issue to court because, you know, from our standpoint, the Me Too clause is being used in an illegal way. From his standpoint, it's not. Okay, so then we either come to an agreement on a middle wage pay, which you're topping out at $8.70 an hour, and 1069 is what we want to stay at. How about $9 an hour? Would you go $9 an hour?
$9 an hour?
And then renegotiate the wages again in 2 years.
Yeah, we can do $9 an hour.
Okay. We'll agree upon $9 an hour for the next 2 years until 1985.
Correct.
I don't know if we're supposed to add anything else. I think we're just supposed to agree on the pay rate right now, right, Josh?
Yeah, I think at this point it's the wages. So we'll go ahead and go back into our separate groups at this time, read the 1985 reading from what I understand, and then come back together.
Yes. Okay. So I'll
Josh,
text you.
I'm going to need another link in. It made me hang up the other video call to join this one.
You should be able to just join back on the same link. If he has it open.
Yeah, just click the same link and we'll bring it back in. I've still got mine open over here on this end, so we're good.
Okay, I'll do that.
Lots of technical fun.
All right. See you later, guys.
See you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
Okay, do I make a good negotiator?
Oh my gosh, you're so good. But I wanted to jump in and be like, you're not listening to us.
Too. Me too. It's a good thing you told us to stay on mute, because otherwise I would have been like, listen here. You did well. I gotta give it to Josh. He was really good. Like he
Yeah,
was
he was
acting
good.
like it was seriously his business at stake.
Yeah.
And him. So I was like, fine, you know what? This is not real life. Fine.
I know I didn't want to make it nasty and stuff, so I was trying to stay cool.
Yeah.
But and I wasn't sure how far you guys wanted to push it either. I wasn't sure. I couldn't, because I totally could have pushed that Me Too clause thing.
Right.
And gone that route, but I just didn't. I didn't think it would make for a good situation of what we needed to do next.
Right. And I think the fact that you stated multiple times we'll revisit it again in 2 years, I think in the case of the employee, if you came back and said the best I'd get you is 9, but in 2 years we'll revisit this and,
Okay.
hopefully get you what you deserve, what you feel happy about, because 2 years in the span of your career, it's not that long, but
Okay, and I didn't go below our minimum either. So
yeah.
You did
okay.
good. I was very proud of you. You did good. I'll keep you. We'll keep you on.
Okay.
We'll fire you.
Okay. All right. So the next part is we're supposed to read the 1985 negotiation reading. How do you guys want to handle this?
You can read it.
Or we can just read it on our own, and then when we get to something we want to talk about, I don't know, whatever.
It's kind of long.
If we read it silently, we could read it faster. So maybe give us like 10 minutes or something,
Okay, we can do that. I'll put my timer on
or however
I don't
long.
know.
I don't know.
I
Maybe
don't
that's
know
too
if
long.
I'll pause the broadcast, I guess, and